Hi, and welcome to the View from Sibos, the Bankers video series on everything that's happening around the Swift User Conference here in Geneva. I'm Macknight, Transaction Banking and Technology Editor at The Banker, and I'm joined by Paula Da Silva, who's Head of Transaction Services at SEB. Paula, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Last year when we had our conversation in Singapore, you talked about innovation and how banks should be sort of responding to disruption as one of the main themes. Do you think that has continued on this year, or what do you think has changed in the past 12 months?
I think it's evolved a little bit. It is about disruption still, but now I see much more banks wanting to peer up with fintechs instead and try to take advantage of that. And fintechs actually becoming a little bit more the more adapted banker, which is kind of interesting. So I think maybe there is a way of exploring the news together. That's very different from last year.
Okay, and what have been sort of the big innovations that have happened in the Nordic region this year?
Well, I think one of the things has been blockchain, and we are trying to explore it in a good way for giving value to the customers. We've done a proof of concept, and we hope to launch it really soon. We're working together with Ripple Labs on that, and hope to get the payment flows to go via blockchain instead. We'll see how that goes. Keep you posted.
And then you talk about what SEB is doing with blockchain, but how do you think blockchain has really matured over the past 12 months?
Well, it has matured a lot. To start with, it's decoupled from cryptocurrencies. So it's a technology for a lot of different and variety of products. Could be for trade finance, for instance. It has been seen as a potential usage that is much more efficient than the one we have right now. And also for smart contracts in terms of onboarding customers in a much better way. So that has been a very good learning, I think, for us, as it started with Bitcoins, and that was a different world than banking, but now it's actually part of a core potential. So let's see.
And how can banks really overcome the challenges in adopting new technology, whether it's blockchain or artificial intelligence or machine learning?
Yeah, and all of that is so good news for us because we will have a benefit on the cost, and it will be benefiting the end customer as well. And it's not so often that there is a win-win in technology in this sense. But we think that that banks can overcome. In the beginning, it will be another layer. So we will work with what we have, the legacy, and put this on. And then we need a little bit of mindset shift to be able to take away that security that we've been working with for 50 years into this new world. On the other hand, when internet came, we were equally skeptic, and very soon we started to use that as part of our future technology. So I think this is the same thing. But now I think that people are adapting to it and are much more embracing it. As it in the past, it was, oh my God, it's disrupting us. Now it's more, okay, it's here, let's adapt to it.
And I know that SEB is a part of Swift's Global Payments Innovation Initiative, Swift GPI. What are you doing with that, and how do you think that will really solve a lot of your corporate clients' issues, especially with cross-border payments?
Absolutely. I mean, that's another path as well, which it's not one or the other. I think it's going to be both. Swift is still in the traditional space, and of course Swift has the reachability of all banks basically in the world, so that's a very good benefit. But it's still within the correspondent banking traditional world. It's faster, it's less reconciliation and so forth, but you still have the banks and customers in the exact same way, still have accounts with each other and so forth. Where blockchain has a different security, a different way of interacting, where you can't send something in that is wrong because the other one needs to accept it immediately. So it's different worlds, and maybe they will coexist. Maybe one will be the stronger one. And I think for us, banks, we need to go into both and see how it will transform, because nobody has the end game here.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for joining us today, Paula.
Thank you.